First up on May 4th, Rogue Ascent is getting its official launch. Rogue Ascent has been on App Lab for quite some time in early access. This is one of, if not the best hand tracking games you can play on the Quest platform. This is a roguelike game where you'll make your way up in a tower using your hands as guns to defeat all the enemies. There are different types of levels. There are defense levels, attack levels. The main goal is to clear the enemies from the floor or to defend a point on the floor so you can uplink. There are lots of different weapons. I have not played the final version of this yet, but let me tell you, what they've done with this game is fantastic. It's so much fun to play with hand tracking. The locomotion style and the way that they use guns without any triggers just works. It looks great, and if you like roguelike games, it's an absolute joy to play. That's launching on May 4th. Also launching on May 4th, Propagation Paradise Hotel, the absolutely terrifying looking zombie horror game that takes place in a hotel. This is a single player game inside of the Propagation universe. Dang, does it look freaking terrifying. The atmosphere of this game just oozes terror. The enemies and the setting and the lighting and just pretty much everything reminds me a lot of the older Resident Evil games. I'm talking like Resident Evil 1 and 2, probably more Resident Evil 1 inside of the mansion, except for this one is in a hotel. If you like zombie horror games or scary games or just story-based games, because this is another story-based game, which the Quest 2 does have less of than other types of games. This is super story heavy, looks fantastic, and terrifying. Also, May 4th is a pretty big day. Also launching on May 4th is Survival Nation. This is an online multiplayer RPG. Although you can play it single player and level your character up, the fun comes when you jump into co-op and you play online with your friends. I've actually been playing this game over the last few days, and it's a lot more fun than I expected it to be. I wasn't really sure what to expect, to be honest, but I'm actually having quite a lot of fun with it. This feels a lot like an older RPG where you're going to grind and level and just work your way through missions in this zombie-infested RPG world. It's fun. Visually, it's not anything to write home about, but it does play really well, and it's got some cool story elements. So I definitely think if you like RPG games and you want a zombie co-op RPG, Survival Nation is worth a look. Finally, for May 4th, Car Detailing Simulator. Now, I don't really know much about this game, except for I believe it's a flat game transitioned to VR. This is also by the same developers that did Car Mechanic Simulator, I believe. And I tried that game, and it was a mess. I was actually excited for it, and I got into it, and then I rage quit because it just wasn't working. But maybe this will be better. I don't know. I don't have a huge amount of hope for it to be a lot better. I like cleaning simulators, like pressure washing simulator, which I would love to see in VR. I'm just not sure how this is going to go. Jumping up to May 11th, the following week, we've got another Fisherman's Tale launching on the Quest. This is the follow-up to a Fisherman's Tale, which was a fantastic puzzle game. This game looks to be even more unique and fun with a lot of new mechanics, where you're actually going to use your own avatar's body to solve puzzles. It looks pretty fantastic. I have not had a chance to try this yet, but I love puzzle games, so I'm really excited to try it. May 18th, we've got Dead Hook. This looks interesting. This is by Joyway, the same developers that did Stride, along with a few other App Lab tech demo type of things that they've done. And I like Stride. They haven't released their single player story campaign for Stride yet. They're supposed to be working on. This game is like a roguelike game, which they've done a few other things in the past kind of like that. I'm not sure. It looks kind of like a Doom style game, except for roguelike, where you'll be just absolutely demolishing enemies with some cool weapons and swinging around. I mean, it looks like it could be really fun. I'm not going to make any judgment until I give it a shot, until I know more about it, until I see more of the actual game. But Dead Hook does come out on May 18th. All right, so moving forward, this next game launches on May 25th, but there is a caveat with this game, okay? The PSVR 2 launch is on May 25th. This is Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue. So apparently this is supposed to come out on May 25th for PSVR 2. We don't have a release date for any other platform. Now, it's either going to drop on PSVR 2 and then we'll get a release date later on for this game because it's a timed exclusive, or all of the focus is being put on the PSVR 2 launch and we'll get like this ghost drop at the end of the month for this game. I somehow I doubt that'll happen, but I added it to the list because I'm really looking forward to this game, both for PSVR 2 and for Quest 2, and I can't wait for it to launch on Quest 2 just because I think it's going to be a blast to play. But this is Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue. I've never played a Hello Neighbor game. Well, I take that back. I played one and I stopped playing it because the tenseness, like that chase feeling, drives me crazy and I really don't like it, but I want to try it in VR. I know this sounds stupid, but I'm excited to try Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue whenever it does launch, whether it's this month or sometime in the future for the Quest 2. I don't know how to say this. Cryman, maybe? Mercenary Tales? This is a new game coming out where you look like you play like a pirate type of character. Now, the art style looks kind of cool. The bubbles, the text bubbles that pop up when you hit things, you know, like the kind of the early Batman style POW type of thing, looks kind of unique and interesting. I'm not sold on the sword play yet. It looks kind of slow and clunky if you ask me, but hopefully that's just something in the trailer. Maybe they slowed it down so you could see it better or something. I don't know. I'm hoping that the game plays better than it looks because I want a pirate game, like a scallywag game. This looks like it's got several tales you're going to play through, some of them that are crazy with like werewolves and stuff. I don't know. I want to try it because I love this type of environment and like this type of game. I'm just hoping that the game is really good. I actually liked their previous couple of games that this company made. They made the previous Warhammer Tempest Fall game, I believe, which was fun. I enjoyed that. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty immersive and pretty fun. So this could be good as well. We don't have a specific release date for this one or the next couple, but they're supposed to launch sometime in May. Everslot Invasion is actually supposed to be launching sometime in May. I believe it was moved from April, originally April, I think, into May, and we just don't have a release date for it yet. I guess they were trying to make some updates to the game, make it better, all of that stuff, which is always a good sign when you've got a game that does that, actually delays it, because some games just launch broken, and I'd rather a game be delayed and launch working and its best self than launch with issues you have to patch out later because first impressions are obviously everything. So Everslot Invasion is supposed to launch sometime in May. We Are One is supposed to launch sometime in May as well. Now, this is another one by the same publisher. Fast Travel Games is publishing Everslot Invasion and We Are One. I don't know what the dates look like for either of these, but We Are One is fantastic. I played this on App Lab, the demo. I don't know if the demo is still available or not. If it is, you should check it out because you kind of play with other versions of yourself. So like you're these plant type creatures with this gun that shoots seeds, and I know that sounds weird and you have to fight against the evil robots, but like you fire one shot and then you throw your gun to your next self and then that one fires a shot and dodges a bullet. Like it's crazy. It's just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the demos that I played. It got really challenging really quick, but I can't wait to see what the final game actually is for this when it does launch. Next up, Grad 2. Now, another caveat with this game, the Pico launch is this month. It's a timed exclusive to the Pico platform. I don't know how timed, so I added it to the list because it is coming soon. I just don't know that it's coming in May. It probably is coming later on, but I'm excited for it because I loved the first Grad. It's just a fun, crazy cosmonaut style game with awesome music. And I can't wait to play the second version of it. It looks like they've added a lot to it, including some combat type of stuff, which is pretty awesome. But the Pico launch is this month for Grad 2. No idea when the launch actually happens for the Quest version or PC VR or anything, but hopefully we'll get that real soon. There you go. That's what we've got coming in May. Currently, we'll probably get some drops throughout the month, which usually happens that we didn't know about. Hopefully some big stuff. Who knows? Maybe we'll hear something about the gaming showcase this month finally. Hard to say, but let me know down in the comments what your favorite games are from this list. What are you looking forward to most playing? It's kind of a good spread of different types of games. So let me know down below what you're looking forward to most. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and as always, happy questing.